I know lately California's been getting a bad rap, mostly for affordability, but in the area where I work, in the Inland Empire, Southern California, there's a lot of great things that you might not know. What's up, guys? My name is Johnny Sandoval, and I'm a real estate agent out here in the Inland Empire, Southern California. And like I said in the beginning of the video, I think there's a lot of good things about living in the Inland Empire. So I'm gonna give you 5 good reasons, the 5th one probably being the best one, of why I feel that it's a good area to live. The IE is made up of a bunch of cities, so it's a really large area, and it's about an hour and some change away from LA, so it's not exactly LA, so you don't have the really expensive and high prices, well, at least not as bad as LA is. There's a bunch of nice neighborhoods and some really good cities in the Inland Empire, and some that are very, very affordable. But the 5 main reasons why are a bunch of different things that you might not understand or might not realize that the Inland Empire has. Number 1 on my list is location. We're not San Francisco, not LA. LA is pretty high priced, even for the smallest spaces. It's pretty high priced. But areas like Rialto, Fontana, Rancho being more of the high end, but Menifee, Riverside, there's a bunch of small cities and small areas that actually have a lot of affordable housing, and something that you're looking for. There's good areas and bad areas just like anywhere else, but there's such a large area that just about any option that you have or anything that you're really looking for, you can find in the IE. For the most part, the IE is smack dab in the middle, where you can get to any of the bigger cities. You can get to Anaheim, you can get to LA, Big Bear, in generally an hour, hour and a half, so it's not too bad. All right, so number 2 on my list is the weather. For the most part, it's sunny. It's sunny, it's nice, it's a good overall time. Depending on where you are in the IE, there are months where it's really windy, and so that sucks. That I don't like the wind, so for some people that's not enjoyable sometimes. But for the most part, overall, it's sunny and it's nice. It's just overall good weather to go out. You got kids, go outside, play with your kids, go do your thing. I have 5 kids, so I try to get them outside as much as I can. But I mean, for the most part, you don't have too many gloomy days. You don't have too many just overall rainy, like really bad weather days. So the weather is really a big part too why people think about California in the first place. And I know like California as a whole gets a bad rap, especially right now, affordability and everything. And I certainly understand that in certain parts of California. Like LA is really congested and really expensive. But when you go to the Inland Empire, the IE, it's a lot more affordable places. We still get the benefits of the weather, and the location is just in the middle of everything. So you can kind of get anywhere within an hour, hour and a half, and be perfectly fine. So number 1, location. I really love the location where we're at. 2 so far, weather. The weather, sunny for the most part, can always go outside. Always have a good time. You throw parties. You do, birthday. I do a lot of birthday parties, obviously. So, it's for the most part always a good time to throw a birthday party. You usually don't have problems. So, location and weather. That leads me to my 3rd one, which is affordability. Compared to San Francisco and LA, I'm gonna keep saying it, just because those are the places that people really think about when they think about California. LA being a bigger city that most people just automatically their mind gravitates to. But where we're at is just there's no competition compared to San Francisco and LA as far as affordability and cost of living goes. Most areas in LA, maybe aside from Rancho Cucamonga, which is a more higher end area, but for the most part, places like Riverside, Fontana, Rialto, Menifee, there's a lot of affordable options and just overall good places to live. So if you're just someone it's hard for you to get over the California lifestyle as a whole, which for most part, that's what keeps them in California, is the lifestyle compared to other places, then places like Riverside or Fontana Rialto are really good places to look at, and you get the California lifestyle experience with a more affordable price and cost of living. All right, so now my fourth reason, it's probably my favorite reason, because I like to eat, is the food. The IE is just famous for Mexican food. You like Mexican food, tacos, there's taco trucks. There's some really great Mexican restaurants out here. So for the most part, Mexican food is fantastic. There's a really good place that my wife loves to go to. It's called Taco Station in Riverside, and they serve some of the best flautas. She loves them. We go specifically for that. So, there's a bunch of places like that around, and it's everything, fish tacos, you want good steaks, anything really. Mexican food for the most part, though, is really prominent. And my fifth one and last one is music. The IE holds one of the nation's largest music festivals in Coachella, where everybody you can think of has performed at. From Paul McCartney to The Weeknd to Drake to whatever music that you like. It's usually a weekend 3-day festival where different people take main stage, and it's thousands of people go. It's one of the nation's largest music festivals. People will travel from far areas to come just to get a piece of Coachella and the music festival and everything that comes with it. Coachella as a city just by itself is a beautiful place. But yeah, guys, those are my 5 things that I like. Well, there's just the tip of the iceberg. There's a bunch of other things that I like, but maybe I'll get into that in other videos. But do me a favor and drop a comment below and let me know what my next video should be. And I appreciate you guys for watching.